Here we go.
You are listening to Loud on the Set with Kyle and James.
A level-headed movie critic meets a loudmouth movie cynic. And action!
All right, welcome back to the show. My name is Kyle. And today, what are we doing? Well, something a little bit different. It's actually a little strange to be recording this right now because, as you might have noticed, there is no co-host so far. In fact, probably no co-host for this episode. And today marks a very special day because we will be celebrating the 100th episode of Loud on the Set with Kyle and James. It's very exciting. I can't believe 100 episodes. It's been filled with laughs, filled with fun. Had a great time. Today's episode is a call-in show celebrating 100 back-to-back weeks of episodes. It's just been an incredible journey. I've really enjoyed it. And it's actually really hard to do this podcast. It's bittersweet. There's a lot of feelings that I have right now. Most notably because of the absence of, again, the co-host. I have been trying to get into contact with James and schedule and get ready for our second year wrap-up here. James has had some changes in his life, and unfortunately, this will be a bittersweet episode, as this will mark the final episode of Loud on the Set. It's hard to even say it or think about it. But today we're going to be taking some calls, and, well, I guess I'm going to be taking some calls and hearing about some of the great fun that you've had listening to the podcast, the great movies that you've seen, and we'll just take it from there. So I'm excited about this, the idea of doing this, hearing what everybody has to say. So we're gonna look back on 100 episodes and check the soundboards here and get started. Do we have a first caller yet? Hello, you are on Loud on the Set with Kyle and James. This is Kyle. Who are we speaking to?
Hi, Kyle. My name is Allie.
Allie! Oh my goodness. Of course. Allie, thank you for calling. How are you?
Doing great. How are you and James doing?
Well, we are, it's interesting. Today, it's just me here in the studio. James and I, before, talked a lot about your really fun phone call and some of the highlights, the time that we've spent together. But James is unfortunately not able to be here today, so it's just me. So,
oh man.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
So I guess I will start off. It's a little strange actually doing this by myself. Asking if you've seen any good movies lately.
Oh, I haven't seen any good movies lately. I saw a really bad movie.
Excellent.
Does that count?
Yeah, totally counts. What was it?
It was The Invitation.
Ooh, and what was? I think that I've seen that. Wait a minute, is that the one about the strange dinner party? That's
the one.
Okay. Interesting. So, what did you think of it?
Oh, it messed me up for a little bit. I had to watch like child cartoons afterwards to bleach my brain. I mean, it was fine. It was very indulgent.
Yeah, it was weird. I thought from a filmmaking standpoint, there was some really interesting cinematography in it, and I liked the direction and some of the more intense sequences. I thought it was pretty creative, but yeah, a really dark story.
Yeah, and like there were so many reasons why the plot didn't make sense, and it didn't care, and it just wanted to do it anyways, and it wanted to be violent and spooky, and I don't know, like rich white people are just so scary.
As we learned from our Get Out podcast, yes.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, Allie, I don't know if you knew this, but today marks the 100th episode of Loud on the Set. Did you know that?
I did. That's really awesome. You guys have come so far.
We have come so far. Unfortunately, also, this will mark the last episode of Loud on the Set.
No! What's happening?
Yeah, so obviously lives change and things change, and James and myself are playing phone tag a lot, having some trouble scheduling and getting some studio time, so this is going to be a send-off on episode 100, doing our final, well, my final, our final, it's our creation podcast here. So I appreciate you calling in and chatting with us.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but that's great that you have a full 100 episodes. You got a lot to look back on, a lot of fans. Good stuff.
Yeah, there's a good archive there to go back in, so it's nice. And you definitely provided one of the comedy highlights of it all. So thanks, thanks for being a part of it, and for chatting with us and coming on the show and talking to us multiple times.
Of course, it's been a great time. My first podcast calling in has been a success.
Absolutely. So do you have any favorite memories or episodes or moments or anything about the show?
Well, nothing that I can remember off the bat because they're all so good, but one funny thing, I think I've told you this already, is when I started listening to The Visit, your podcast on The Visit, and for about 15 minutes I thought I was listening to a podcast about, it was a totally different movie, and I was very confused. What was it? It was like the, and then another noun.
Yeah.
I was very confused.
Yeah.
I like that because I trust you guys so much that I was believing what you were saying about a totally different movie. I was like, yeah, that's probably what happened.
Oh my God, that is so good to hear and really funny. I don't know, I guess there's fake news for you happening live.
Yeah, you guys you're starting it.
Well, thank you for calling, Allie. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon. I don't know about James, but thank you for being a part of this
of course
thing.
Thanks for making this happen.
All right, you have a good day.
You too. See you later.
Bye-bye. All right, so there's our first one. Allie, provided some good comedies, some good highlights to the show. It's good commentary on Get Out. She liked it a lot, and it's a really fun experience for everybody involved. So I'll go back to the phones here, see if we've got another caller. Hello, you are on Loud on the Set with Kyle and James. This is Kyle. Who are we speaking to?
This is Katie.
Katie, how you doing, Katie?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you?
Oh my goodness, I'm doing fabulous as well. Thank you for calling. Do you know why this episode is so special? We're doing the call-in?
Well, last I checked, the last episode was number 99, so this is the big one.
This is it. This is episode 100.
I can't believe it.
I know. Now, Katie, you have always been a fan of pretty much every movie that James has always hated, correct?
That is absolutely true.
And
pretty much every time I listen to the podcast, I disagree with him.
Well, unfortunately, James isn't here to comment on that today. It is just me because we've had some scheduling difficulties, but this is unfortunately going to be the last episode of Loud on the Set.
Wait, really?
This is it.
No, you can really?
Yep.
Gosh.
It's been quite a ride. We've had a lot of fun, and I'm really sorry that we never got you into the studio because I think that our fans would have loved to hear your take on a lot of the movies that I know we both share and we like a lot, and maybe we could have had James thinking twice about some of them. But
oh man, I'll have to convince him in my spare time, I guess.
in your free time, yeah. Well, good luck getting a hold of him. It's been very challenging for me. We've been playing phone tag a lot, but. I guess I'll kick this off because I got to do something here and ask you if you've seen any good movies lately.
Well, I saw the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Was I think the most recent one I saw in theaters.
And what did you think of it?
I liked it a lot. I thought it was very fun.
Excellent.
It had my favorite song playing throughout pretty much the entire movie, which is Brandy, You're a Fine Girl. So I immediately loved the movie regardless.
Perfect. Oh, that's great. Yes, the last time I spoke to James, he had some very strong feelings about Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but...
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I watched it, and I was very entertained by it. There's a lot of things I could say about it, but I'm looking for some more innovation. I feel like we're kind of entering a realm of time where these types of films, these serial anthology things, are getting so big and expansive, and they're thinking out so far into the future that we're not taking any really big innovative steps between films because they have to keep kind of ending where they start so that they don't disrupt their universe.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being true.
Yeah, and that's from a diverse film lover like myself, that makes it challenging sometimes. But I've enjoyed the Marvel ride so far, and they are entertaining and visual and quite spectacular. Good soundtrack too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, that reeled me in, and I stayed there. And Chris Pratt is not a bad face to look at.
Excellent. Okay, well then, last question, since this is the 100th episode anniversary, centennial and final episode, do you have any favorite memories of Loud on the Set?
Well, I remember when I first learned that you guys had a podcast and started listening to it, and I thought it was so cool, and it was very intimidated because I just thought it was amazing that you guys had this podcast. And I think one of my bigger memories from this podcast would be there was one episode that you guys were talking about first dates movies, and that was very funny.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And then I remember listening to the Goonies episode while I was hiking on Mount Sutro and getting heated and wanting to argue to myself on the trail because I did not agree with anything you said about the Goonies.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do you have a Goonies nostalgia bone as well?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's funny. Interesting.
So that was very funny for me to listen to.
Yeah, that episode spurred a lot of controversy, so
yeah.
a lot of love it or hate it kind of moments there.
Mm-hmm. Not surprised to hear that.
Yeah. Well, Katie, thank you so much for calling in on what is our ultimate episode here. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry we didn't get you in the studio, but maybe if I have some other projects and things going on, we can collaborate on some of that stuff.
Definitely. Well, it's been a great ride. I'm so happy to have listened to it.
All right. Well, thanks again for calling. Have a great rest of your night.
You too. Bye, Kyle.
Bye-bye. All right, so that was Katie, another good friend from work. She has a lot of movies and things that she enjoys and that I enjoy. So we have a lot in common, much more than I had with James. Though I think that was part of what made our our podcast special was that we were both from a very analytical world, even if we had different feelings about certain genres of film or anything like that. All right, well, I hope I can get somebody on here that's got some more good movies and things to talk about. This was kind of last minute advertised out, so I don't know how many people will call. I might be sitting here chatting with myself for a while, but this podcast has been a great learning experience for me. Just in taking the time to reflect on a subject in such great detail, I feel like I've learned a lot about movies and about topics, people, ways to communicate about things, honesty with ourselves, and communicating with people that have differences. We all don't like the same things, but we can respect and analyze and talk with each other. We come from all different walks of life, and there's ways to bridge the gaps and to do it peacefully and to have interesting conversations about challenging subjects and really easy subjects too, like movies. I've always loved movies. James always loved movies. And I hope that there are all sorts of new and exciting developments in film going forward. I hope that Hollywood takes more risks. I hope that people that watch films support independent projects, low budget projects, things outside of the norm of the regular old Marvel grind. We've talked a lot about what different types of movies there are, genres. We've had a lot of fun and laughs about stereotypes of genres and things, but it's all about enjoyment and knowing what you like and having a good time with it. So I guess I'll take one last call here, and we'll call it a series. All right, so we got a caller here. Hello, you are on Loud on the Set with Kyle and James. This is Kyle.
This is James.
Wait, James?
You heard me, Kyle. This is James.
James, what the hell, man? What?
What do you mean, what the hell? I should be saying the same thing to you. This is episode 100, Kyle. Episode 100. I'm going to miss it for the world. What are you talking about?
What? I've been trying to call you. I've sent you so many emails. Where have you even been?
Oh, come on, man. You know what's up. You know, I started a new job recently. Things are moving, things are changing in my life. That's just the way it is. But there's no way I'm going out like some little punk on the 100th episode. In fact, there's no way I'm going out when we're just 4 episodes away from our 2-year anniversary, about to enter 3 years of Loud on the Set. I mean, yeah, I can be a little bit garbage when it comes to staying in touch on the phone and whatnot. But come on, man. Come on.
Oh, my God. So I knew you weren't especially tech savvy, but I just figured, I got a vacation bounce back from you, and I thought for sure you would email back. I knew you started the new job and everything, but man, I was closing out on the 100th episode. I told everybody to call in today, and I was calling it a series. I was literally wrapping it up.
Jeez, well, I was listening, I was listening. I couldn't believe my effing ears, to tell you the truth. All right, I can't. I thought we had, time travel machine that is the podcasting world. I thought we had enough bank, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
my God.
I thought we were being a little bit flatter on the phone, but I see now that I have to check in, and I got to set things right. I got to do it right, you know what I'm saying? Because we are, after year 1, we made promises to the people, Kyle. We talked about being creative. We talked about expanding. And we did. In year 2, we did it. We upped the number of guests. We did it inside the podcast studio twice.
Yeah, oh, man.
We did trailers. We did some field work. We went to the movies together. We upped the amount of kids. We even prescribed a movie to somebody over the phone once in real time. So year 2 was excellent. We're, we're 100th episode now. We're celebrating our second year of Loud and Set. And in fact, year 3 is going to be even bigger and better. What do you think about that?
Oh my God, that makes me so happy to hear. I started the episode just babbling to myself. It was so weird to just sit here and talk to myself. I hated it. It was so awkward. I didn't even know what to talk about. So I was just rambling on about how I like movies and telling people to communicate and appreciate them and talk to each other. And I got a couple of calls, and yeah, I'm sure you heard if you were listening, but I just can't believe this. So catch me up to speed then. So you got this new job, and I've been busy too, and we've been playing phone tag. But what's going on? Are you liking your new position and everything? I'm bummed I don't get to see you every day and talk about this stuff.
Yeah, well, today was a little bit of a rough day. I started out my morning. I was running late. Next thing you know, I fucking dropped a Cheerio on the kitchen floor and I couldn't find it. Funny things roll forever. Just when you think you dropped it like right around your feet, and it's gonna be like at most 3 to 6 inches away. Fucking thing rolled somehow all the way to the bathroom. Can you believe that? The bathroom in my house is around the corner from the kitchen, so the fucking Cheerio turned corners.
Oh my God.
Bells with the... Anyway, so I got up to... I had a rough day today. I was a little bit late, and, but most of my days are really good. I'm off to a good start. I had a really awkward encounter, if you want me to tell you about it, man. The other day at work, it was fucking crazy. You want to hear it?
Absolutely.
All right, we got some interns, just like at, the old place we worked at, right? Got some interns. And I met them all one day, and then the next day, I thought I saw one of these interns on the street, And I go, oh, well, now I've made eye contact. I think I have to say something, but otherwise I look like a weirdo just staring at this young kid. So I stop her on the street and I say, oh, excuse me, are you one of our interns? And she goes, I don't know. I go, you don't know? I go, do you work with my team at that da-da-da-da over there? She goes, I guess. I go, I guess. I go, look, you either are or you aren't. Are you an intern in this program? And I named the specifics. And she goes, oh, no. I go, oh, okay, I said, I'm sorry. I just thought I recognized you. I can't believe you answered me like that. But, all right, have a good day. Can you believe that, Kyle?
That is so bizarre.
I'm like 4 years into my stay here in California. Sometimes I still get culture shock at just how accommodating, to put it nicely, that people can be. They don't want to offend anybody. So this young lady was willing to assume the identity of an intern in a place that she had no idea even fucking existed. Are you an intern here? I guess.
I guess.
No, you don't guess. You either are or you aren't. I either know you or I don't. Like, help me out.
Oh my God, that is ridiculous. And
That's what I'm so confused. I'll tell you what, she was so confused. I just choked it up. I just blamed Russia.
oh my God, man.
But here's the thing, man. We're a movie podcast, we're a comic podcast, but year 3 is going to be so much more, is it not? Because we still got to do some movies. We've got some, in our intermittent communications, we've been talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Wonder Woman. So we got some reviews we got to do real soon to wrap up year 2, and then year 3. What do you think, man? Should we go after it? Should we just expand even more?
I can't tell you how excited I am. I know that this has just been a little pet project and things, but I was getting a little bummed. So I was trying to get all the. You were on vacation. Where'd you go on vacation?
I was on vacation. Well, I've been to Mexico recently.
Whoa.
And then, what else did I go? I went to New York again recently, hung out with the family. So Kev, Kev.
How's Kev?
Shout out to Kev. Shout out to everybody that called in today. Shout out to all the friends, fans, and family of the show. What else have I gone? And that's it, really.
You seen any good movies today? Or recently?
Today? No. Just the movie that is my life. We'll talk, man. We'll talk about Guardians of the Galaxy 2. We'll talk Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is the last movie I saw.
Okay. And I haven't seen it, so...
We exchanged some text messages about that.
Yeah, so no spoiler, because I think you saw that quite a bit of time ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when did that come out? That was pretty recently. Maybe we can finally...
Like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
We can finally do a timely review of something, maybe. maybe that'll work. Well, I'm just so glad to hear from you, man. I was getting really bummed. I was sitting here, 100th episode. I'm literally on the floor of my apartment right now. I have one mic set up. It is the most pathetic thing you've ever seen over here. I've got a bowl of eggs I made for dinner. That's it. My fiance is not even here. She's at the house. I got nothing right now. I'm sitting on the floor. I was moping. But I'm feeling much better now that you called. I can't believe it, man. It's so good to hear from you.
Yeah, man. I'll get back in the studio ASAP.
Okay, so since you called in and since you aren't here, I got to put you on the spot because I asked everybody if they'd seen any movies recently and what they thought. So without telling me too much, just give me Wonder Woman. Give me a one-word Wonder Woman summary before we talk about it on the show.
One word?
One word.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, onomatopoeia for sure.
I need more words, but I'll throw that down now for now, yeah.
Okay, that'll work. And the other question I've been asking was, hey, guess what? If anybody had any favorite moments or episodes of the podcast. You got any favorite moments from 100 episodes, a centennial anniversary of our podcast?
My favorite thing to do is to take one garbage movie and just tear it to shreds. Like, some of my favorite episodes have been sort of our touchstone episodes: Jurassic World, Independence Day 2, The Visit. What else have we really turned the screws to? You know what I mean? Like when
Yeah.
Man, you know, like those are sort of the big ones, and fans of the show will have realized that when we release Best of Loudontheset or Bolots. Right?
Yeah, Bolots.
That sounds awkward. But when we release those, the comedy clips are heavy on the nitpicking because we really go into it, and it really worked out.
We sure do. That is definitely.
That's where a lot of our lexicon has been born out of. That's where a lot of our sort of cliches and go-tos have originated because, I'll go off, you'll be the level-headed, I'll be the cynic, you'll have to level me out, you'll have to help me out, I'll curse up and down, we give it grades, we nitpick the hell out of it,
Absolutely. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, I look back on it and, man, it is just, it's the range of topics and movies that we've covered is fantastic and just so diverse and vast that I just have a blast, challenging myself and you and each other to just come up with new stuff and fun ways to talk about things and new games and ideas that we have. I love that challenge of just putting ourselves on the knife of creativity and just going for it every week.
Yeah, it's one of the things that makes Loudontheset the best.
Now, since I have you on the phone, and I totally agree, Loudontheset is the best. LOTS for life. Since I've got you here now, what say we make a little pact here because this is the 100th episode. We started off this year by reviewing one of the worst movies we've ever seen. In fact, the only one we've walked out of, Independence Day Resurgence. Next week, the big one, July 4th. What do you say we put together a holiday retro review of the original Independence Day? You think we can schedule that, get it on the books, and get it out before then? Book it! Yes! Loudontheset! It lives!
That's a real beautiful thing about our podcast. The symmetry at work here, Year one launched through Jurassic World, and year two, and wraps with what do we do? Oh, fuck, no, I fucked this up. Oh, well. It's not symmetrical like that. Well, no, year one began with Jurassic World, year two began with a similar reboot of a blockbuster, and now year three, we do retro,
Yeah. Yep.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
Not quite as symmetrical as I thought. There's stupidity over here. But I doing something else. I thought one of my other favorite moments from the past 50-plus episodes, because we've acknowledged the first year
Yeah.
in our year review last time.
Yep.
This is kind of like an impromptu year review right now.
It is.
And when we reviewed the movie trailers, I love that episode.
Oh, that was so good.
All the fans, family, friends out there, if you haven't, it's episode 50-something, it's pretty early into year 2. But when we watched movie trailers, and we had guests, we had Andrea, we had Sarah, we had Jane, you and I.
Yeah.
Man, those movie trailers were hysterical.
They were hysterical. That was such a good episode. Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
James, it is so good to hear from you. 100 more episodes. Congratulations, our centennial anniversary. Loud on the Set with Kyle and James. I'm so glad to hear from you, man, and I'm so happy that you're doing so well with your new job and your life. I have a shout out to the honey baby. Hope you guys are doing just excellent and living and loving life every second.
And I'm right back at you, man. 100 episodes, 100 weeks in a row. Haven't missed one since way back in roughly summertime of 2000 and I don't even know anymore.
Must have been 15. Yeah, August 2015. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's interesting, Kyle. Shout out to your fiance Kira as well. Shout out to the NERP. Shout out to your mom. Shout out to everybody in your family. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna expand. We're gonna talk about more stuff in year 3. It's gonna be great. And it's all good. 100 more episodes coming your way, everybody.
100 more. All the family and friends of James and myself, of all of our guests, thank you all so much for all the support. James, I'm going to close this out with you here on the phone because I can't think of any other way to do it. So I thank you all for listening. Thanks for being with us for 100 innovative, fun episodes about movies, life, love, and just laughing. It has been quite extraordinary. And if you haven't already, you can check us out on YouTube and iTunes. Anywhere you find podcasts, we're there. Loud on the Set with Kyle and James. Send us some emails, some of your favorite moments from the first 100 episodes of Loud on the Set. And then when we get to the next 100, you can send us some more. loudontheset@gmail.com. Let us know what you have to think. Go see some good movies and have a wonderful time. James, good to see you, buddy.
See you too. See you later.
And cut.